So it's no longer news that Eedris Abdulkareem's song has been banned. But again, what about the reactions that have followed afterwards? There are a lot of persons who have reacted to this development, which have really shocked some of us who are in the media space, giving the numbers. So you get a song banned just because someone basically criticized your government and criticized your policies and your programs. I mean, it's not like he abused the president. He didn't call the president terrible like the girl did the other time. But he just said, look, Shaib, tell your father that things are difficult. And of course, this has some sort of history. Remember Shaib, some time back, I think during Ramadan last month, he went to Adamawa State to break fast with the youth there. And he picked up the microphone and was saying all sorts of things, saying that you keep coming for my father. My father has made the youth successful. My father has given the youth a platform to succeed. My father has given youth loans. My father has done this, has done that. And so because of that, a whole lot of persons reacted to that particular story. And just in case you missed out on that rant by Sheyi Tinubu while he was in Adamawa to break fast with the youths there, watch this.
Every single day, minister is going to tell me don't politicize this. It was never politics. But they keep coming for me. They keep coming for my family. They keep coming for your father. They keep coming for Ashwaju, Bola, Ahmed, Tinubu, the greatest president in the history of Nigeria. The only president that has carried young people along from when he was governor to when he became president. The only president that considered youth and student loans. The only president that's created a platform for young people to thrive. The only president that has created an economy that benefits everybody. The only president that's not trying to enrich his own pocket. And you're telling me, no.
So there you go. So a lot of persons reacted, to those rants by Sheyi Tinubu. We know that Raye came out the other day, the NYSC lady came and ranted in reaction to what Sheyi did in Yola, Adamawa State. And then we now saw this song by by Eedris Abdulkareem stating categorically that through that song that things are bad, things are not good, things are getting wearier by the day, things are getting worse by the day. This man promised us better life, better institutions, better everything at least. I mean, but this is where we are 2 years down the line. I mean, he will be what, 2 years by next month? And it doesn't look like anything is happening. In fact, things have gotten worse. So many persons thought that Buhari would have been the worst president that the country would have. But as a matter of fact, the way the things are right now, this president is looking like it's going to be the worst in terms of delivery of the goods for the betterment of people's lives. Nobody can say that their life has been a lot better since May 29, 2023, up until now, this is April, we're going to be May 29, 2025. I mean, nobody can say within the last 2 years, their life have been better. Whether you are rich, thinkingly rich, whether you are average, whether you are, you will tell that more monies have left you. You have earned little and spent more. And sometimes these things are what fuel corruption, even in public spaces and even in private sector. Because again, where do you get the monies from to fend for yourself, to feed for yourself, to fend, for people who you are, who's your family, or maybe fend for oneself? I mean, if you are eating 3 square meal before Buhari left, by now I'm sure he must have cut it down to 2 or even now 1. People cannot even afford staple food, cannot even afford to transport themselves from one place to another owing to the exorbitant price of fuel because of removal of fuel subsidy. So, yeah, these are the consequences of the removal of fuel subsidy, but not everybody can hang on it. So this song came out highlighting these issues. And then they said, look, tell your father that things are not well. Tell him that things are not well. Things are bad. He might be in the Aso Villa. Of course, there's no money of his since day one. He stepped into power. There's no money of his. He's spent. Every monies are spent by the federal government. I mean, these monies are you know public monies, our monies that he is practically spending on himself and the government and people around him with little to go around. So the song was just plainly stating, look, do the needful. Well, Eedris Abdulkareem has reacted to the ban on his song, and which was quite hilarious though. Watch it.
Okay, my people, how na day? Make I just quick one, a very, very quick update. So I got a call from one criminal who was telling me that his name is Honorable something Japa. Make me hear the name self. After I talk to Honorable, at the end of the video, I got saying, I said, what's your name again? He said, Senator. I say, So the idiot now was telling me that I was in a meeting yesterday with the Shea and this government. They are trying to call you and bribe you. Don't listen to them. We are going to be sponsoring you underground. I said, who told you that I need anything? I know immediately they hear in voice. I know, say this one now send where they send them. I say, I'm not interested. He said, we will give you 200 million. We will give you 200 million. Don't even listen to them. We'll sponsor you underground. I said, the video where I shoot now sponsor me underground.
So it's even becoming practically interesting. Interesting in the sense that Sheyi, beyond the son of the president, we have had VeryDarkMan who has been reacting. Amnesty International has also reacted. Let me read for you what Amnesty International said about this particular story. Human rights organization Amnesty International has condemned the recent decision by the National Broadcasting Commission to ban Nigerian rapper Eedris Abdulkareem's new protest song, Tell Your Papa, labeling the move a clear violation of the rights to freedom of expression and access to information. In a press statement issued on Thursday, Amnesty International described the ban as unlawful, arbitrary, and deeply worrying, asserting that it reflected a dangerous trend of censorship and intolerance by the authorities under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. The National Broadcasting Commission blatant ban on broadcasting Eedris Abdulkareem's Tell Your Papa song is a clear violation of freedom of expression, which includes the right to obtain information, the organization says. That's on one part. Then VeryDarkMan came out and says that, in fact, because of this, that he's going to sponsor a video of that particular song, that the song remains. He's going to just do a new video, that he wants to appear in the video and make sure that he posts this video up to everywhere. In fact, these days he says, who listens to radio, who watches TV these days, that they wouldn't have to practically broadcast it on radio or even play it on TV. I mean, there are some person's platform that are way higher and more influential than even radios across board. But again, we understand that these days, based on what he said, maybe we would have to interrogate some of the things that he has said, especially as it relates to, radio not being relevant today, maybe on another day, on another broadcast, because again, like it or leave it, radio is powerful, but has it been as powerful as it has been in the last 10 years? Of course not. In the last 10 years, radio, the addiction for radio has reduced. People are more online than they are listening to radio or watching TV. That's the truth. The numbers show for itself. But that will not be a discussion for today because, again, I have a lot to speak. I worked on radio for more than 10 years. Now I'm on TV. Well, I can tell you the numbers. We know the numbers. We follow the numbers every now and then. So when I speak, I don't speak out of context. So let's listen to what VeryDarkMan have to say regarding that particular broadcast, and we'll be back afterwards.
So I just come back from NAPTIP now, and I did check through Twitter. Now I see say the National Broadcasting Commission have barred Nigerian radio and television station from airing the trending song "Tell Your Papa" by veteran rapper Eedris Abdulkareem. I rush go Eedris Abdulkareem page, and I see say NBC send a message say they don't ban the song. This song he just released a few days ago, where it says Sheyi. Now, that this thing, first of all, we don't even need radio. How many people they hear radio and they watch TV? That's by the way. We are going to take it over by social media. Dear Eedris Abdulkareem, you are going to shoot another video. This time we will sponsor it. and I go dey inside the video, we go find person wey resemble Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Since we no fit get the real president, we go find who resemble the president. He go sit down for the video. We go do the video remix. We go dance for inside that video. Tell your papa part 2. Then we will come highlight other problems. That is to say, these people listen to what is going on in Nigeria, but they don't want to act. Then when you talk, they want to control the media so that you don't get the voice, and this voice don't exceed what they want it to exceed. Well, what do you expect? Presidents come out, go France. He go France. French president come out from France, go Egypt. That means the French president no even send you. I just see him for Rufai page, Rufai for Arise page for Twitter. I bust laugh. Imagine Nigerian president enter country, the president of the country no even feel acknowledged. He carry himself, they go Egypt. Sheyi, tell your papa. Now real truth be that. Nobody they fear anybody. The country is hard. Business are crumbling. A lot of people are suffering. People are crying. People they buy. Even though you don't want to do anything, do security for us. I see women for Oregun, where they call that place yesterday. See them. They chant yesterday, they cry for insecurity. Though even the North, then they get full on harassment issues. A lot of places where they buy people. Let me not say Fulani herdsmen, because there are a lot of good Fulani people and there are a lot of herdsmen that are good. Let me say they're having a lot of terrorist issues that may be disguising as Fulani herdsmen. Do you understand? Because like I said, some of these people say some innocent one day, but we don't generalize them, which is a problem. So dear Eedris Abdulkareem, listen to me, my brother. You're going to shoot that music again. And this time we'll post it on social media. I will also post it on my page, because I'll be appearing on that video. Prepare yourself. If you're there, Abuja, abeg, Egbo, let me know. More come. Sheyi, tell your papa, country hard. Tell your papa everything where Eedris Abdulkareem say me they tell him. Tell them, because the country is hard. And anybody that have a problem with that song at the NBC, at whatsoever,
so it is becoming intense. It is becoming interesting. It is becoming much more dramatic, as the case may be. But again, I just wanted to say that I also take some reactions from people. But you see why music is important, especially in times like this. We've seen artists. I believe that music should be a method or a tool for telling not just African stories, but highlighting Nigerian stories and reflecting today's world. You rarely hear top artists in Nigeria highlight some of the ills that people are facing. These people we are talking about are people who stream your music, who love you, who care about you, and whenever they want to relax, they play your music. And sometimes it baffles me that some of these artists who are A-listers or even B-listers don't find the time to highlight in their music some of the struggles that Nigerians face. It's so unbelievable that these artists don't even care. I mean, in giving back, it is not when you go to charity or maybe pay for a few persons, bills, that is giving back to the society. Giving back to the society is also using your platform to highlight some of the ills that these guys are facing. That's why sometimes when people say they miss Fela, this is because of it. Fela uses his song to highlight the ills of the society and tell it the way it is and speak to power. There was no time he was ever shy of doing that. Well, he may have his personal issues, personal life, on the side, but you can't fault his music, especially telling the stories. And his music are still very relevant in today's world. It is absolutely shocking, unbelievably stunning that these things are happening and you don't see Nigerian artists highlighting these issues. Have you gone to the market lately? Have you gone to the market to buy staple food? You take a 50,000 naira and go to the market, and you are bringing in just four or five items. Whereas 50,000 naira as at 2023, before Buhari left, you are able to buy something tangible. Even though then we were still contemplating, we were still quarreling about the whole issue of hardship, but now it is terribly debilitating. It is worse. So music is an art. Yes, but not just an art to enrich yourself as a music artist, but it's also an art for you to also highlight the ills of the society. Abdul Karim did this song not because he wants to speak to power, or maybe because he wants to drag space with Sheyi Tinubu. No, he just basically stated the facts in reaction to what Sheyi Tinubu had mentioned in Yola, that his father has made Nigeria an El Dorado. I mean, for someone who doesn't spend his own personal money and he doesn't know what it feels like to go to the market to buy staple food, for somebody who doesn't know that, I mean, you wouldn't blame him. And by the way, let's just be honest. If you were in Sheyi's shoes, you would do the same thing. They're very rare, very rare to see somebody who is the son of the president and that would now criticize the president. I mean, is that criticizing your father, who is the president of this country? You can't do that. Even governors, you can't have your daughter, your son, whose father is a governor, or even a local government chairman, come out to criticize. I mean, it's normal. Let's not hit our heads over it. It's normal for Sheyi to say his father has made Nigeria the best place ever. It's normal. It's his father. I mean, if he doesn't say it, where will he get his next money from? Where will he get his next extra code from? Would he? Are you sure he would even find a way to Aso Villa? So let's just leave that part for him. But it's rare. It's rare to find a Nigerian youth whose father is a president or local government chairman or even a governor come out publicly to criticize him. It's rare. I mean, just take a look at the books. Go and check who and who have done that when your father is dead. Even if in an extended family self, you won't try it because, of course, you know what you see and you know what you get. So having said that, I also want to encourage Nigerian musicians around the world, wherever you are, sing a song that speaks to the life that people are facing today. Yes, do that. That's the only way you can very well endear yourself to those who are there, to speak to power. Use your platform to speak to power. Let them know what Nigerians are facing, and maybe if it is from your own platform that they would listen, because after all, you have this huge amount of followers already. Now, having said that, I think this is comparable to what Raye did some few weeks back, where she came out and said that the president is a terrible president and that the president has done bad as a president. He hasn't really done well, given how prices of things have gone up astronomically. And then you have an NYSC official calling her to bring down the video, or she would face sanction. And then it was so dramatic that when she went to the office or after being invited, the woman who invited her, didn't show up because maybe Showore was in the company of her to visit the woman. Then this particular song, I wanted to state this also, that these people who are doing these things, acting like they know the rules much more than, the president himself, are those who are not sent by the presidency. Let's be clear. The president did not tell NYSC to call the LI or the state coordinator of Lagos to call Raye to bring down the video so that, things are already taking shape. Though the government reacted by they've started paying the 77,000 naira minimum wage for the core members. If you didn't do that, I'm not sure the presidency would have even noticed. So that's on one hand. Then this NBC woman, Susan Obi, I mean, they did there's no way you can tell me that the presidency called NBC to direct the lady who is the monitoring person to ban the Eedris Abdulkareem song. Nowhere in the world, like the presidency is too busy to go after these things. They're just overzealous people, I would say, who are within the precinct of their job. I mean, they just want to show they know how to do their job, and they just, let me just do this one. This one will go viral so that they will say I'm doing well. That is all I see. There's nothing more. So, President or Minister of Information will call NBC, go and ban this song. Ban is for what? The song, in fact, did not even abuse the president. The song is just telling Sheyi, go and tell your father, things have broken down. Things are no longer the way it used to be. Life is difficult. movement from one place to another is tough. There are more people who have been drafted into poverty than there were some 2 years ago. If we had 113 million people in poverty in 2023, now in 2025, we have 180 million people who are now in poverty. So don't come and tell me, don't come and, there's no gainsaying it. Look, listen, that those people, they were not acting out of trying to jump on the trend. Nobody directed, any NBC to do anything. They're just overzealous workers trying to push a narrative. That's just it. That's just all I see. So, but having said this, it's important that the government must know that if you are in power, all your moves must be criticized. You are not there because you are not there because you were begged to be there. You are there. You asked for people's votes, and you must be accountable for the people who have voted you. For every single kobo that they spend, if people's life have become worse than you met it, they have to ask you a question. If people's life has been better, they are okay with you. I don't want to put up this narrative. Maybe next year, another 1 year, we'll start putting up this narrative that maybe government in Africa or in Nigeria is designed to impoverish Africans. Because I don't get it. How on earth is it that every government that has come into power, things have become worse? Yes, every government that have taken power, every government that has come, so every successive government have become worse than the previous. No matter how good or how bad the previous government was, the one that is taking over becomes worse. Obasanjo, Yar'Adua took over, it was worse. Goodluck Jonathan, he became worse. Buhari became worse. Tinubu became worse. So how are we sure that the person who is going to take over next is not even going to be worse than this particular one? So it's just terrible that what we are going through, and then you want people to be quiet, not to say anything, not to speak to you, not to criticize your policies when we're not in a dictatorship, when you're not in a military rule. I mean, even military rule, we had people who protested. In fact, because of the military, because of the protestation and the Nadeko movement, that was that allowed that the youth the government, the military government became scared and left. The clamor for democracy was high, and people protested even under military rule. So why would people express themselves through songs? On what basis are you now saying that they should not express themselves through songs? Why? What for? So this is my input. I don't know what you think about this. Let me know on the comment section. I'll be there waiting. Thank you so much for being part of it. I truly appreciate it. Cheers.